Hi everybody, this is Sofia, an exercise specialist here at the Burke Fitness Center. Welcome to another video. Today's video is all going to be about stretching. Here at the Fitness Center, we recommend that you should stretch at least 3 to 5 times a week, holding the stretch for at least 15 to 30 seconds, and you can do that stretch multiple times throughout the day. Today, we're going to be stretching in 3 ways. The first way is going to be standing up. The second way is going to be sitting down on a chair. And lastly, the third is going to be on the table over here. What you require for this video is space, as well as a stable surface such as a wall, a bed, or chair just in case, and as well as a yoga strap. But if you don't have this, you can use a large towel. Alright, so now we're going to get started with the first portion of this video by standing up and stretching. Alright, now we're going to do the first stretch of standing up. So the first one we're going to be stretching out is our calves. So I'm going to go to a stable surface such as either a bed, a wall, or a chair. I'm going to put my hand on the surface, have my feet close to the surface as possible, and we're going to start off with our left leg. So the left leg is just going to slide back. As you slide that leg back, just bend the right knee slightly until you get comfortable. Make sure your heels are both on the floor. And then from here, you're just going to bend your right knee forward until you feel a nice stretch in the back of your calf. Once you find a good spot that's comfortable for you, you're just going to hold this for 15 seconds. You want to keep in check that your feet and your heel are planted on the floor. Make sure you're feeling comfortable. You don't feel any tension, any pain, nothing like that. And now we're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to release. And now we're going to switch over and stretch over our right leg. So you're going to come back, right leg's going to come back. As right leg comes back, your left knee is going to slightly bend forward, making sure both heels and toes are on the floor. And you're going to bend your knee forward until you feel a nice, comfortable stretch on your right leg. And we're going to hold. At any point you feel kind of discomfort or you need to pull back, just bring your knee back a little bit more straight until you feel a nice stretch in the calf. And we're going to hold this for 3, 2, and 1, and release. Bring both feet back. Good. So now we're going to go on to the second stretch, which is going to be our hamstring. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to face the mirror right here, and we're going to stretch our right leg. So what I want you to do, bring your right leg out. So the right leg you should be on your heel, toes pointing up. Other leg with your left leg, you're just going to bend your knees slightly out. All you're going to do is you're going to have both hands straight and you're going to lean from the hips forward until you can either feel a stretch on your hamstring. So from here, you don't want to force yourself to go stretch. You just want to gently lean forward until you can't anymore. So right here, I'm just stopping where I can touch my toes. Good. So now I'm going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to come back up. Good. So now I'm going to turn the other direction where I'm going to stretch my left leg. So left leg is going to come out. You're going to be on your heel. Right leg, your knee is bent. And now I'm going to lean forward where I'm just going to stretch up to my shin. So let's just say I can't reach my toe. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stop here short of my shin. If I can't reach my shin, I can pull back and come to my knee. And we are holding. So you want to make sure that left leg, you're on your heel, and your right foot is planted flat on the floor. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and come straight back up. Alrighty, good. Now the next stretch that we're going to do is going to stretch our quads. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to face the mirror one more time, starting off with the right leg. So what you're going to do, you're just going to bring it back. You want to have your hand, you want to grab it around your ankle, you want to make sure your toes are pointed, and then from here, you're holding, you're trying to balance yourself while you're stretching that right quad. Good, make sure to keep breathing. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and back down. Good. Now I'm going to switch sides. Now, if you can't reach and touch your ankle, holding it for that stretch, What you can do, if you could just grab your pants leg from here, pull the leg back, and you're holding. Make sure you're well balanced, your toes are pointed. Good. Just remember to keep on breathing while stretching. You don't want to hold your breath. And then we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. So if you're not sure or don't feel comfortable holding yourself without holding onto a surface, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to show you the modified version. So here, I'm going to stretch out my left quad. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my hand on the bed, my right hand on the bed, and then from here, I'm just going to grab my left ankle and just hold for that quad stretch. So at least I'm holding onto a safe surface while I'm stretching my quad. And we're going to hold for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we're going to let that leg go. All right. Now the next stretch, we're going to stretch our inner thigh, which is our adductors. So what I want you to do, spread your legs a little bit past shoulder width apart. We're going to stretch our left side first. So what I want you to do, I want you to shift your weight over to the right side where your right knee begins to bend. Your knee is going to go over your toe. You're going to put your hands on your right thigh and we're going to hold here. So you should feel a nice stretch on the inner thigh. You want to make sure your feet, your heel are planted straight on the floor. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and come back to neutral position. Now we're going to shift our weight now to the left side, and we're going to stretch our right inner thigh. Same thing, push your knee out, feet planted on the floor, and your hands on your left thigh. So if you feel any tightness, just straighten out the knee a little bit more until you feel a nice, comfortable stretch. And we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to go back to neutral position. Great. Excellent. Now the fifth stretch we're going to do is we're going to stretch our lower back. So what I want you to do is I want you to go by a chair or a bed. You're going to put your hands on whatever surface you're using. From here, you're just going to bring your leg back, and as you bring your legs back, your knee's going to start to bend. And what I want you to do, I want you to put your head in between your arms, and from here, you're holding. You should feel a nice stretch on your lower back, making sure your knees are bent like you're sitting back on a chair, and your arms straight, and you are breathing. All right, we're going to come up in 3, 2, 1, and back up. And we're going to do this one more time. So now what I want you to do is sit back down, knees bent, head in between your arms, and relax. Make sure your feet are planted to the floor, your arms are straight. And we're going to come back up in 3, 2, 1, and up. Whew, good. Now the last stretch we're going to do are our Y, T's, and W's. So what you're going to start off is with your hands. You're going to bring it right in front of you. Starting off in a triangle shape. From here, you're going to bring your arms out diagonally until you make a Y shape. Hold out for 3 seconds. Come back, bring it back to the middle, shoulder height. Now you're going to bring it out until you make a T. Good. Hold it for 3. Now come back in the middle. Now you're going to go back out again, but this time you're going to bend your elbows and push back. To make the letter W, hold it for 3 seconds. And you're going to bring it back down to that triangle shape. Just do the stretch all over again. So we're going to do it one more time. Bring it out. Hold it for the letter Y. Hold it for 3 seconds. Come back to the middle. Bring it out, arms straight. Hold it for the letter T. All right, one more time back to the middle. Bring it back out. This time you bend your elbows. Hold for 3 for the letter W. and bring it back to the middle. Excellent. So those are the 6 stretches that you could do standing out. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do the stretches on the chair. Alrighty, now we're going to do the stretches while sitting down on the chair. So the first stretch we're going to do is the hamstring. So what I want you guys to do, I want you to move up to the edge of your seat. We're going to stretch our right leg first. We're going to stick that right leg out. And all I want you to do is put both hands together, and I want you to lean forward as far as you can until you feel a nice, comfortable stretch in your hamstring. Doesn't mean when you're doing the stretch you have to automatically go for your toes. If you can't reach your toes, you can stretch up to your shin or stretch up to your knees. Whichever direction you're going to, you're going to feel a nice stretch. Alright, and we're going to come back in 3, 2, 1, and back. Good. So now we're going to stretch out the left leg, and this time I'm going to show you how to do it with the strap. So what I want you to do with the strap, I want you to put it in the middle of your left foot. Want to hold it from the handles. You're going to bring that left foot straight out, knee straight, and all you're going to do with the strap, you're just going to pull yourself down. So you want to go nice and slow. You don't want to yank yourself all the way down. Just come nice and slow until you feel a comfortable stretch and you feel your hamstring. Good. So you want to make sure your knees stay straight at the whole time. You want to make sure you're on your heel while doing this stretch. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and come back up slowly. Alrighty. Good. So now I'm just going to move this to the side. Second stretch we're going to do is we're going to stretch out our glutes. So what I want you to do with that left leg, I want you to bring it up on top of your right thigh like you're making a figure 4. From here, what I want you to do, I want you to place your hands on your knee and at your foot. But when you place your hand on your knee, you don't want to push it down. You just want to lightly just put it on your knee. From here, you're just going to lean forward until you feel a nice stretch going on your glutes. You don't want to lean too forward. And from here, you're just holding and breathing. Make sure you don't feel any type of discomfort while doing this stretch. And we're coming up in 3, 2, 1, back up. Good. You're going to put the left leg down. Now we're going to do the right side. Put your right leg on top of your left thigh. Put it on your hand and knee. And if you could just feel the stretch automatically as you put your leg on top of the other leg, you could just hold up here. That's perfectly fine. But if you want to feel more of a stretch or you don't feel it, just lean forward. All right. And we are holding for 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Good. Now the next stretch we're going to do is called a modified child's pose. So if you have a yoga ball, you can certainly use it for this part of the video. If not, I'm going to show you another way you can also do this stretch. So what you're going to do with the yoga ball, you're going to put your hand on top of it, and then from here, you're going to slowly roll the ball out. Roll it out until you feel a nice stretch going onto your lower back. Want to find a comfortable position, just put your head in between your arms, and we are holding. You want to make sure you're holding onto the ball, your feet are flat on the floor, and you are breathing. Alright, and we're going to come up in 3, 2, 1. And just slowly bring back the ball up until your back is all the way straight. Alright, and if you don't have the yoga ball, so what you can do with the chair is from here, you can bring it to your bed. You just bring it a good distance where you bed. You're just going to put your hands on the bed, and you're just going to lean forward. So for me here, I'm not comfortable. I'm too close. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move the chair slightly back, readjust myself, put the hands back on the bed, and lean forward. And now I feel a better stretch in my lower back, and I'm holding. and holding for 3, 2, and we come back up. All right, good. So now let me just readjust my chair. All right. Now the fourth stretch we're going to do, we're going to stretch out our chest. So what I want you to do, I want you to bring your hands behind your head. You want to lace your fingers. From here, you're just going to bring your elbows close to your head. And from here, you're just going to bring it out slowly until your elbows are right by your shoulders. Hold it for 3 seconds. And come back into the middle. And once again, bring it out. Just take your time with this stretch. You don't want to rush it. Once you have it, your elbows out, hold it for 3 seconds. And come back in. We're going to do this one more time. All right. And we're bringing it out slowly, out by its sides. Hold it for 3 seconds. And come back to the middle. All right. Good. Now the fifth stretch we're going to do is we're going to stretch out our triceps. So what I want you to do, I want you to take your left arm, bring it up and over and behind your back. So you want your palms to be on your back. And from here, you're going to take the opposite arm, which is my right arm, put it on top of my elbow, and you're just going to slowly push the hand down through your back until you feel a comfortable stretch on your triceps. If you feel any discomfort or pain anywhere else, just bring your elbow back up until you find that comfortable spot again. All right. And we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And you're going to release. Now we're going to do the right arm again. We're going to do the right arm this time. You're going to bring it back behind you. If you bring the arm behind you and you already feel the stretch, that is perfectly fine. You don't have to use the other arm. But if you need to and you want a little bit more stretch, just take the left arm, put it on the elbow, and just push down. Good. And we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release. Awesome. I'm just going to give a nice shake to the arm. All right. The final stretch that we're going to do is we're going to stretch our lats. So what I want you to do, I just want you to find a comfortable position on your chair. Your feet are planted flat. We're going to start off with our right side first. So what I want you to do with the right arm, you're just going to bring it up and over your head. And from here, the left arm's just going to come down. And you're just going to lean, go for a nice bend to the left side. And you're going to hold. So from here, I don't want you to lean over too far where you're going to fall off the chair. I just want a little lean where you feel a nice stretch on your lats right here. Good. And we're holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to come back up. Now for the left side, if you feel uncomfortable doing in a big space, so what you can do, you can bring the chair close to a nice stable space. So let's just imagine this is my wall. So what I'm going to do with my left side, my right arm is going to come down. Going to bring my left arm up. And I'm going to lean over to my right side so I can feel like I'm bringing my hand against the wall. Good. And we're holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we come back up. All right, great. Good. So those are all the stretches you can do while sitting down at a chair. The final part of this video, we're going to be doing it on the table. All right, now we're in the final part of the video where we're going to be stretching on the table. But for you guys at home, it might be either stretching on a bed, or if you're comfortable, you can stretch on the floor. But make sure if you are stretching on the floor, you're using a yoga mat. So the first stretch that we're going to do is our hamstring. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take our strap, or if you don't have a strap, our large towel. I'm just going to bring my legs up, and I'm going to wrap the strap under my left foot. My right leg is going to bend. I'm going to keep it flat on the table. I'm going to lean back, and I'm going to bring my left leg up slowly until I feel a stretch on my hamstrings. Alright, good. And we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. And we're going to bring the leg back down slowly. Now I'm just going to come up and just switch the strap to the other foot, which is going to be my right foot. Going to bend my left knee. Going to lie back and bring my right foot up till I feel a nice stretch on my hamstrings. Good. Just make sure while you're stretching, you keep on breathing. Never hold your breath. And we are holding for 3, 2, 1. Good. And bring it back down slowly. Good. I'm just going to take the strap off and just put it to the side. Now I'm going to lay back down. And the next stretch that we're going to do is our glutes. I'm going to take my left leg, bring it across my right. Going to take my arms, wrap it around my right thigh, and just bring it up and close to me, or unless I feel a nice stretch on my glutes. You should feel it on your left side. Alright, and we're holding for 3, 2, and 1. And bring it back down. Good, so now you're going to switch sides. Now you're going to put your right leg top of your left leg. Wrap your hand around your left thigh. And you're going to bring it up until you feel a nice stretch going on the right side, on your right glutes. Good. And we are holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. And bring it back down. Alrighty, good. So now I'm going to stretch my outer hip. So what I'm going to do, going to keep my right leg straight. Going to bring my left leg up. Going to take my right arm. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to push my leg out to the side. As I'm doing this, I'm taking my left arm and bringing it out to the left side. Good. So you don't want to push this leg out too far. If you feel like you're in a little pain, just bring the leg back slightly. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back to the middle. Now it's going to be our right side. So now I'm just going to bring my right knee up. Take my left hand. And now I'm just going to push my left thigh out. My right thigh out. As well, I'm just going to bring my right arm out and bring it out to the side, and we are holding. Good. And we are holding for 3, 2, 1, and we're bringing it back up to the middle. Good. So now we're going to stretch that lower back. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring my left leg up, going to grab it, put my hands on my knees, and I'm just going to bring my knee up to my chest until I feel a nice stretch. Alright, and 3, 2, 1, and release. Alright, so now we're going to switch sides. Now bring my right knee up to my chest. Put my hands on my knees and bring it up. Good. And we are holding for 3, 2, 1, and bring it back down. Now the last one we're going to do is an external stretch. So what I want you guys to do is make sure your elbows are on your bed or the floor. From here, you just kind of have your fingers up. And all you're going to do is you're just going to bring your arm back as far as you can. And you're going to hold. If you feel any type of discomfort, just bring your arms up a little bit until you feel a nice stretch. And holding for 3, 2, 1, and up. Whew. Alrighty, and that was the stretching video. thank you guys for joining me. I just want to remind you guys again to remember to stretch at least 3 to 5 times a week while holding the stretch ideally to about 15 to 30 seconds. My name is Sofia. I'm an exercise specialist here at Burke. Can't wait to see you guys next time.